Again?
So 12.4, you're good because these are only a 12 volt battery. Of course, you'll see it dip to like 12.4 or sorry, like 12.2 when you're turning on something. But then as soon as it gets up to the level, like say a microwave, it'll go back to its regular reading.
Okay.
So it will fluctuate as you're using random stuff, but you're never going to kill it because you're always going to be plugged in.
Got it.
And it's always going to have a charge.
Beautiful. Okay.
Right here, of course, we have some more light switches. This guy, there's a little light in here. This switch right here is for a fan.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, a lot of random switches. So right here is going to be one of your most important parts. So this is how you tell how full everything is. So right here, I hit LPG. That's your liquid propane gauge.
Okay.
Hit it. It reads full, so you got a full tank.
So the propane's full now.
Yep.
Cool.
And I'll run the slide in. I'll show you the tank, and there's an actual dial on it too. Hit battery. Got a full charge because we're plugged in. Of course.
So that's the battery too.
It's for pretty much not your main battery, but the house battery.
So if it, let's say it weren't going 4 dots and it went 1, that would mean we need to plug in.
Yep. So if you got to 1/3, I would definitely plug it in.
Okay.
Turn your generator on. Run something, or yeah, so that way it gets power.
Right.
Fresh tank. You do have a full tank right now. I can drain it for you if you don't want to take it. Black tank's empty, of course it reads empty, and gray tank's empty. And of course they always go up 1/3 at a time. Of course black
How
tank.
do we fill the black tank and the gray tank?
It's water, your waste.
Oh, it fills it.
Yep.
Okay.
That's
got
all.
it.
It's just your waste. That's all it is.
So the black tank and the gray tank are just coming from what was once
like your
clean
shower.
water.
Yep,
Got
your
it.
shower,
Got
kitchen.
it. Okay.
Black, never dump if it's below 2/3. So 2/3 or more, or full. Reason
Never
is
dump the black if it's 2/3,
less than 2/3.
less than 2/3. Okay.
Reason is that way you have all that water to push everything out.
Got it. Otherwise, it won't completely drain, probably.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you had 1/3 and you're leaving, I would just step on your toilet, let it fill up with water, more water to fill up the tank, and then dump it. Right here, of course, we have hot water heater. This is how we turn on it electrically. So you got your 110 or propane side. You can run them both if you wanted to. If you're doing a lot of hot water usage, it's not going to hurt it. It's just going to heat it up quicker.
So you just turned on the hot water heater?
Yep. Or it was on electric. I just turned on propane.
So the propane just went on? Oh, wow. See, that's the only thing that really freaks me out is the propane and the hot water thing. So
yeah, if you don't want to use it, you never have to use it. As long as you're plugged in with your 30 amp or you have your generator running, it will heat up to 110.
okay.
Of course, we have a water pump. It's on. Light came off. Of course, that to use the water pump, it pulls from your fresh tank. So we're not hooked up to any water, but that's just the water we have from your fresh tank.
Got it.
Of course.
How many gallons is the fresh tank?
I want to say like minimum of like 30, 33.
Okay.
So usually around 30 to 42, depending on the model. But
So when your hose is in the thing for the fresh fill,
fresh water.
when it's full, does it just squirt out? Or
It will, yeah.
there's nothing to tell you where it is in there.
Well, you can hit fresh tank, and as it's filling
true.
up,
That's true.
once it reads full, if you overfill it, then yeah, it will back spit through the hole. Of course, water pump doesn't need to be on if you're plugged in city, but it's already pressured from city, so no point in leaving it on. Of course, we can turn your generator on right here. We can run your slide room in. Slide room the main engine has to be on for the slide room to come in and out.
Engine has to be on for the slide to come in and out.
Yep, it's almost like a safety feature.
So the generator, what are the do's and don'ts of turning that on? You said the engine had to be on?
No, it does not have
It does not have to be on.
Nope.
What did I miss with that? So nothing has to be on. It's a generator.
As long as you have battery power,
Yeah.
You can turn it on.
And it's already on. That's why this is running?
No, we're not on.
Oh.
We're just
Are you going
from
to
the
turn it
main
on while I'm here?
I can.
Yeah, I'd like to.
So of course you hit stop. We're gonna prime it. Light comes on. Press and hold start.
Yeah, see, I'm glad you did that because, of course, I didn't know the stop thing. Prime it, so.
And of course we have your hours on the side.
What is that on the side?
Your hour meter. So it tells you how much hours are on the generator and it's running. 100 hours, you do your maintenance.
Okay.
Oil change at 100 hours.
Uh-huh.
150, you do the air filter at full service.
Okay.
Of course, it's switching over.
Oh, it's switching over to generator
The
power.
transfer, yep.
Oh,
Just
that's
transfer
so
it over.
cool.
Of course, sometimes when you're plugged in, it does take a second. Switch your AC.
Okay, so you don't need to unplug to turn on the generator either, right?
No, but you don't need to be plugged. You don't need to turn the generator on if you're plugged in. So this acts as the same thing. So if you don't have a plug-in, or no power, no 30 amp to plug in.
So why didn't that kick in and turn the AC on when you had the generator on?
Because it has to.
It takes longer than we just did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but it would have eventually.
Mm-hmm. And that's why when we turned it on, it took forever for the light shut off. The transfer switch has to transfer all the power.
Okay, and
I just turned it off over here.
Oh, the switch is over here.
Yeah.
For the
A lot of times, thermostats, if you leave them on, off, like you go to hot to cold real quick, it doesn't switch them. So you got to turn it off. So right here, we have your switch. So in the middle, it's off. If you move it to the right and turn this up, your heater comes on.
Got it.
Your furnace.
Yep.
But have it all the way to the cold, turn it over.
Turn it down wherever you want, 65, whatever.
Your dial,
Yeah.
of course. And then if you want to run your fan only, you can do that.
Okay, and what's the switch below?
Switch, you got
Okay. light
light inside, and of course, those are all you need hand touch.
Oh, okay.
Just
And
in the middle.
does the bed have to? Do you have to do anything before you put the slide in with the bed?
You have to move the bed up,
Okay.
because this will come in above it.
Whoa, that's a long ways. Oh wow. Okay.
Of course, we have your ladder in there for your front bunk.
Okay. I wish they wouldn't. This doesn't. I mean, I don't need that. I wish they would. For us, it would have been better. This would have done something else, but oh well. A big giant. So that you do before the slide. What is that black thing down there?
So this is your converter box. So we got your resettable breakers and your fuses.
And they light up when the fuse blows?
Yep.
Okay.
So you see a red light glowing, and of course you see a little light glowing through here as well. Of course, just resettable. If you're running everything, pull the power, of course, it trips. Just reset it.
Yep.
And of course, down here, that's your propane CO2 detector. So
I was
just
gonna.
hardwired.
I'm glad you mentioned that. Okay.
Stove. We'll go with stove.
Can I ask you a quick question before you do that? When the slide comes in, does the table have to go do anything?
Nope.
Awesome, because we're thinking we have two big dogs, and we're concerned about where are we gonna put them. In here. So, what do most people do? I mean, could I put to harness them, like a carabiner or something like that on there? What do people do to bring their dogs? Because when that thing comes in, it's going to come to.
Oh yeah, it'll come in pretty good.
Well, guess we'll figure it out. All right, go ahead.
Stove, plastic top. Don't cook on it, just for looks. It rolls right back.
Okay.
Of course, hit up. You have a little blue light. Hit down, same thing, but it turns on oven light.
Okay. So that's is it a convection oven or no?
No, just a regular oven.
But the oven does work.
Yep. So all you do, turn it over, give it a light. So flame the arrow, fix it up. Of course, you can just.
So this is the flame, and that's the adjustment for.
Yep. So this is
Got
a lot of propane in, and this is your igniter.
Yeah.
Follow the arrows to the right. You go left, you break it.
Say that again. Follow the arrows
So-
to the right.
Yep.
You go left, you'll break it.
It's a one-way switch. So.
Like a barbecue.
Mhm.
And that's a fan.
Yep.
for
Got
the-
your fan, of course, light.
Okay.
Oven, if you're using it, turn it over to the light, just look the same way, but press and hold it in.
Oh,
And then you're gonna have to strike it.
yeah.
And then turn it off, it cuts it off.
Okay.
course.
Ready?
Microwave, just a typical house microwave, nothing special with that. Up here, we have your refrigerator.
Yeah.
So up top, this is how we turn it off and on. We just turn it off, turn it on, beep. There's a little check on auto. It automatically will detect a 30 amp plug-in and run off that, electric. If that cord got pulled for some reason on auto, it would automatically switch over to propane for you and continue keeping it cool. Or if you wanted to, just press this guy out and it runs on propane only. It's plugged in, no use to wasting propane.
Okay.
This screw in there. So, in here, we have a dial, top right corner.
Yeah.
That's to make it cooler or hotter.
Okay. Where's the dial?
Right
I
here.
don't see a dial.
Oh.
Oh.
White clip.
Oh, it's like a slider.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
The sensor just hooks on in the back and you just move it up and down.
Okay.
Any questions there? Yeah, I gotta get a screw in there in the frame.
Oh, okay.
So we put a
Saying
new,
that, I knew that
new
looked-
handle on, but the way they suck these in, they didn't put a screw, so we'll put a screw in to help suck it in so that way it's easier to open and close.
So let's say we get this thing out of here and there's something that we can't do ourselves. I mean, obviously you guys will take care of it. Something like that. All right.
So in here, the only thing I
You
really
get
have
out
to
of your
show
way
you
here.
is the toilet. Of course, barely press it. Water starts filling. All the way down, opens it.
Oh,
And let it slam shut like that when you're done.
Let it
That way
slam
goes
shut.
into the grooves,
Okay.
the seal. If you baby it,
It
after a
won't
while,
completely shut.
doesn't always go into the seal. Yep.
Okay.
And then your water just leaks through. So let it slam. Before you use, like if you go to use it, make sure you fill it up about a cup or two, and then use it. So that way you have some lubrication down below before you, so nothing sticks to it.
Oh, you mean fill it from the top here?
Yep.
A
So
little
like
bit of water.
just about like your first time using it, everything's dry, about that much water.
Yeah.
And just let it go to the bottom.
Got it. Okay.
And of course, I'll drain it out and
Yeah.
relieve.
Whoa, there's a step there. All right.
Anything over here? Anything I missed? Or?
No.
What's wrong with that door?
Oh, he's got to put a
the
screw
frame.
in it. They're going to take it and do something right now.
Right.
I'll get your treatments, yeah.
Yeah.
Spray the outside.
But the table doesn't have to come down when the slide
Oh, it
comes in,
does
so
not?
there will
No.
be that
We
space.
do have
Okay.
a hook iron here.
Did you see it closed?
Not yet, we're getting there. So you move it to the left, it swings,
Put your hand in the middle, yeah.
and it goes down. Just make sure it's locked back in.
Okay.
So that way you
Yeah.
don't get a surprise and sit down on it.
What do you think?
Yeah. Getting there. All right. What about the radio? Where's that?
Radio is going to be on the dashboard.
And
It wasn't working
everything's. Does it work
When I
good
did my
now?
test drive.
It's working now.
Okay. Cool.
So the cab has its own AC, just like a
Oh,
car.
it does?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He said that we don't run the generator while we're driving.
Oh, okay.